For Poland Daily News, I'm Phil Goss. After a few weeks of frost, the ice that has accumulated on the two largest rivers in Poland, the Vistula and Oder, may cause severe floods. To prevent this, 12 icebreakers on the Oder and 10 on the Vistula have been working to crush the ice. After a few weeks of sub-freezing temperatures, warm air from the southwest reached Poland, melting accumulated snow and ice. Ultimately, all water from melting snow will reach either the Vistula or Oder River and potentially lead to floods. Breaking up ice jams helps maintain the flow. On the Vistula, 8 icebreakers are working along the 7-kilometer-long ice sheet on the reservoir near Włocławek Dam in an attempt to break the ice cover and drain the water before increased runoff causes water levels to rise. Authorities hope to avoid a crest at levels above flood stage. 2 icebreakers are also working the mouth of the Vistula River to ensure adequate flow into the Baltic Sea. The Oder River is much safer as 12 icebreakers, 6 each from Poland and Germany, are working to break the ice sheet. If weather conditions allow, this project will end next Tuesday. Ice breaking and water status control are the responsibility of the Wody Polskie company. Its chief, Przemysław Daca, emphasizes the efforts of the employees. These icebreakers and their crews work in extreme and dangerous conditions, but the crews are experienced. The fight for war reparations between Poland and Germany continues. Arkadiusz Mularczyk, an MP from the Law and Justice Party, addressed the issue to German Foreign Affairs Minister Heiko Maas. During the January Council of Europe session held in Strasbourg, Arkadiusz Mularczyk, an MP from the Law and Justice Party, addressed the issue of war reparations to German Minister of Foreign Affairs Heiko Maas. In response, he was assured that the matter of possible war reparations for Poland was closed as Germany provided Poland with €2 billion in damages. When it comes to World War II, the issue of reparations and individual compensations for damage to health and financial losses has been settled both legally and politically. According to Arkadiusz Mularczyk, Germany does not respect the Human Rights Convention and does not approach the issue of post-war compensation fairly. Until the Germans sit down with the Polish government at one table, we have the moral right to remind the world of it and speak about it out loud. No gestures of reconciliation and no apologies will settle this issue. Mularczyk also said that he will not leave the issue of reparations unresolved. They know well that they have not settled their claims. They know that there are valid claims against Germany. They're just hiding their heads in the sand and pretending the problem is not there, claiming that they have already settled things. According to Waldemar Maszewski, a Polish media correspondent in Germany, Poland is dealing with a repeated reduction of crimes committed by Germany in the past. Both German lawyers and local politicians are applying a very convenient interpretation of the law, which is supposed to prove that the German state has no reparation obligations towards Poland. It's a situation where the German president, in defending the Nord Stream Baltic pipeline, referred to wartime damage in Russia during World War II, pointing out how the past harms are an element of Russian-German relations, while ignoring the same criteria in relation to the question of Polish-German relations. Edyta Hodinska, granddaughter of a former labor camp inmate who received only 600 zlotys in compensation, commented, "These payments were so ridiculous that we were wondering if it would be better to simply spit in their faces and not accept the money." Despite the fact that more than 80 years have passed since the end of the war, Germany has not been held accountable for its crimes. There is also disinformation on the part of German state propaganda that is trying to blame Poles for the crimes of the Holocaust. This claim has found its way into popular culture in an attempt to distort history. On Sunday morning, the Ministry of Health reported 7,000 new coronavirus infections and 94 new COVID-related deaths in Poland. Authorities confirm over 1,638,000 cases of coronavirus in Poland since the beginning of the pandemic. Healthcare workers administered more than 37,000 coronavirus tests in Poland in the last 24 hours. The Ministry of Health reported 94 new COVID-related deaths, raising the number of casualties to 42,171 in Poland since the beginning of the pandemic. Almost 2,700,000 people in Poland have received the coronavirus vaccine, among which are over 1,770,000 first doses and more than 925,000 second doses. We live in a world where social media moguls can block democratically elected heads of state from access to their services or can influence election results. As recently as last week, Facebook blocked Australian users from news. To fight online censorship, a group of Polish investors founded the albikla.com social media site. After a month of service, it has gained over 60,000 users from all over the world. I'm very happy there are more and more people joining albikla.com. I would like to encourage everyone to join the albikla.com portal.
Everyone who does not like censorship and manipulation by social media giants should run away from this chaos and left-wing trolls and join albicla.com. It's not a big website yet compared to multi-million member social media giants, but there are decent people there. Like I said, there's no chaos and there's no hatred. Without a doubt, this is a very well-respected site by the right party of the political scene. It is an attempt to ensure freedom of speech. This site is aimed at exchanging political views and thoughts among Poles. A site like that must be well received and supported. I hope albicla.com will have the largest number of users possible. I'm very happy because no one can block my account or attack me only because I respect my family and defend Christian values. No one can attack me for my beliefs anymore. And finally, be myself and meet people for whom Poland, Polish language, and Polish culture are important, or maybe the most important.
For Poland Daily News, I'm Phil Goss. Good night.